Hi, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. It's time for Taroscopes. I'll be doing the Taroscopes for the sign of Libra. That's Libra Sun, Libra Moon, or Libra Rising for the month of July 2023. Before we get to the tarot, I'll be using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. I actually met, I can't say I met him, but I went to see him for a group reading many years ago. Nice guy from Massachusetts. So homegrown guy, homegrown psychic. A lot of very psychic people live in Massachusetts, it seems. So let's take a look at some of the astrology that's happening this month. Now, Libra, you are a cardinal air sign, and your ruling planet is Venus. Well, Venus is in Taurus. Venus is Venus is in Leo this month. She moved into Leo last month in June, and she's in Leo for a long time because she has a retrograde period. So she moves all the way up to the 29th degree of Libra and then turns around and goes back to the 13th degree of Libra. So that period, that part of the zodiac, 13 degrees to 29 degrees of Leo, is an area of your chart where things are going, where Venus, your ruling planet, is going to move over 3 times. And so the retrograde period starts on the 22nd, which is the same day that the sun moves into Leo. So there's a lot of Leo energy this month for you. And for you, Leo is your house of, what is Leo for you? Leo, Aries, 5th house. Virgo is your house of friends. So there could be some changes in your friends, in your group of friends. You're reevaluating also your goals and your sort of exposure in more technological areas such as the internet. So if you've been considering maybe starting a channel or doing something where more people can see you, this is going to be a process. It's not something that you just do and it works right away. It's going to take some adjustments to work out for you, but you work out the kinks and then it works. So it's actually a good direction for you to go in. Although as your ruling planet moves backwards, you may feel sometimes that you're moving backwards as well. There's nothing wrong with moving backwards as long as you utilize the time to improve things, right? Improve things. The sun is going to be in the sign of Cancer, which is for you, Libra, is your 10th house. So there's a lot of people are going to see you. You're not going to get away with doing anything that people don't see you doing. And then it moves into Leo, which again is that 11th house. The sun moving into Leo is in that 11th house. We have a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. This is the Capricorn for you, Libra, is your 4th house. Something maybe comes to light in your home with your family, the opposition of the sun. Well, the sun's in Cancer, the moon is in Capricorn, right? The sun up there in the top of the chart. 10th house, 4th house issues are usually parental issues. So something can happen with your parents. Something can happen, some illumination around how you parent. Also illumination around security issues, both in emotional security, 4th house, and security in the outer world, 10th house. We have a new moon in the sign of Cancer on the 17th, I believe. And so you'll have an opportunity, the 17th, you'll have an opportunity to plant new seeds, perhaps new projects in your work environment, as it were, or in your public standing, So the nodes of the moon are shifting this month. It happens on the 18th. The nodes of the moon have been in, North Node has been in Taurus, South Node has been in Scorpio. So the ruler of the North Node has been Venus. And that's your ruling planet, right? So now the nodes are shifting into Aries and Libra, the North Node in Aries, the South Node in Libra. So now Venus will be in charge of the South Node of the moon, which is about what we need to let go of. It also is about talents and abilities that we're bringing forth from previous lifetimes. And it's in Libra. So the South Node is going to be going over your Libra planets, asking you, what do you need to keep and what do you need to let go of? Once the planets move into, once the nodes move into Aries and Libra on the 18th, 10 days later, Pluto makes an exact square to the nodes of the moon, and Pluto is back in Capricorn. And so the resolution node for that conundrum, and that the Pluto squaring the nodes has been going on for a while now, but it's exact, right, on the 28th. The resolution node has been the South Node this whole time that Pluto's been squaring the nodes, and it continues to be the resolution node. And so the question for you, Libra, is where have I given up my power and my sense of autonomy in order to be in a relationship? And when you understand that and you evaluate the past on that, then you can move into the present moment, and you can move into the future with that Aries North Node, and you can be who you truly are, not trying to be somebody else based on somebody's expectations, but a truer expression of who you are. Because ultimately what Libra is trying to connect with, trying to merge with, is not necessarily another person, but it's your own higher self. And what we do is we tend to see our higher self in other people. So we'll say, oh, this person is so brave. I wish I was brave. Well, you are brave. It's the other person is a part of you that you either haven't discovered yet or you haven't come to peace with. And so everybody in our lives is here to show us something about ourselves. And ultimately, that's what the North Node in Aries is going to ask us. It's going to ask us to be our genuine self, our genuine self. But that, of course, is an 18 to 19-month journey. So you have plenty of time with that. Although, if you happen to be ladder Libra, you already, the later degrees of Libra, you already have Pluto squaring a Libra planet there. You're already feeling this. And when the nodes come to it, then the fate, whenever nodes are involved, there's something fated that happens. So there will be fated occurrences for you while those nodes are in those signs. What else do I want to say? I think that's really all I'm going to say right now. If you want a more specific look at the astrology of the month of July, you can check out my Astrology and Kabbalah of July. The first one comes out with looking at the numerology, the Kabbalah, the tarot cards associated with the month, and then also the first week astrologically. After that, usually on Fridays, Fridays at like, Friday morning at like midnight, 1 minute after midnight, the next week comes up. So you have something, you'll know a little bit more with that. Okay, so let's take a look at the we'll use the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's a Libra. He's kind of, he's pretty man. And this is a tarot deck. It's also Oracle. It's got a couple of extra cards that other tarot decks have, and some cards that it's missing. I think it doesn't have court cards, if I remember correctly, which is fine. We'll get the message we need to hear. So Libra, what does Libra need to know? Tell us, John, Psychic Tarot. What does Libra need to be aware of? Okay. We start with dun, 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 spiritual union. Spiritual union. I believe this is the Two of Cups. I believe this is the Two of Cups. As I said, like, this is such a Libra card, right? It's actually a Cancer card, but Cancer Libra combination card here. This is about finding your twin flame, your reflection, that person that reflects you back to you, right? That you come to understand yourself through your relationship to others. Very, very, so of course, as a Libra, that's what you strive for, right? That's your heart's desire, is to find that person who's going to reflect back to you the love that you feel for them. But ultimately, it's all about self-love, isn't it? Let's see what the challenge is. Okay, 3. I'm trying to remember this. Partnerships and alliances. Partnerships and alliances. It's possible that the person you're in partnership with doesn't reflect that back to you, and that may be a challenge to you. Maybe you don't feel like you found the other. Let's see what's underneath it all. 9, spiritual strength. This is about, this is really about keeping your own counsel. Keeping your own counsel, that you will find the reflection of yourself. You will find the higher self within you, through introspection, through healing, through understanding. 9, right? 9. So it's all within you. It's already within you. Let's see what's in the past. We have transformation. So you've gone through a change, a dramatic transformation. Here we have a woman with, looks like butterfly wings. Remember, before she was a butterfly, she was a caterpillar. And before she was, and between being a caterpillar and being a butterfly, she was a pile of goo, like all of us. So we're all go through these transformational processes and come out the other side changed and somehow lighter and brighter. Let's see what's in the sky for you. Power. Power. This is about having dominion over your lower self. Your lower self. True power comes from an ability for spirit to work through you, for your lower self to be a conduit of spiritual strength. This is also about finding your voice. It's also about karma, and it's also about strength. So you have everything you need. Everything you need is within you. Your immediate future, or the energy of the month for you. We have recognition and reward. So you will be recognized for all your hard work. You will be recognized for all your hard work. Very nice. How others see you. This is called choosing wisely. You know, I guess they see you as somebody who either chooses wisely or chooses unwisely. They're either saying, pick better, or you did a good job. I guess it sort of depends on the person we're talking about and who's looking at you, right? In the domestic situation, we have light. This is the Sun card. This is illumination. This is about revelation. You are being revealed. There's a revelation here. You're being seen. You're being seen. Maybe sometimes you don't feel seen, but you're being seen. Hopes and fears, we have moving on. I guess that depends on your situation, right? Do you want to move on? Is that scaring you? The idea of moving on, is that scaring you? Or would you wish that? I'll let you decide which one that is. Outcome, harmony. Look at that. Beautiful. Harmony. This is an energy of, yeah, it's very similar in a way to this card that started the spiritual union. But this is much more of a spiritual energy, right? Than this is. This is much more in its way mundane, but it actually means that you manifest. It looks like you're manifesting what it is that you wished for. Now let's see what's underneath it all. We have patience. Have you been patient? Memories of love. Memories of love. That could be past life memories. Maybe somebody who was your other half, so to speak, from a past life comes into your life in this life. And destiny. So honestly, this looks like what you've been wishing for is finally here, Libra. And I know I don't always remember the things that from month to month, but I think I recall Libras being very challenged over the last number of months. And this is nice to see. It's really, really nice to see. Be aware of who you're aligning yourself with when it comes to this spiritual union card, okay? That's the challenge. But it looks like, in the end, you get exactly what you're wishing for, harmony. Yeah. Lovely. Wonderful, Libra. I'm glad I used these cards for you. I was going through my cards and I'm like, I never use these cards. I think I'll use it for Libra. All right. Psychic Tarot. Thank you, John. All right, we're going to pick a Spirit of the Wheel card once I put this in its box. This is an oracle deck that I like to use. There's a prayer associated with each card, so you can use the prayer as a mantra if you like. All righty, dighty. Now, let's take a look at the Spirit of the Wheel. What does the Spirit of the Wheel have to say for Libra? Libra. Powerful times, Libra. Also with the South Node in Libra, sometimes somebody from the past does come in, and it can be a past life. It can be somebody you haven't met yet in this life. So. But it is karmic, and perhaps it's time. Because I know it's been a struggle. All righty. Personal space, openness, and faith. Trust. Spirit path of the South. Have some beautiful, looks like golden eagles here, maybe. Beautiful. Trust. Often hard to come by. All right. Okay. I can take my glasses off so I can read. Thank you very much. And I'll hold this up, hopefully. So, yep, there we go. Each of us has an area around us we consider our personal space. Once violated, our capacity to trust and love becomes compromised. We pull back from others, widening the parameter of space we use to protect ourselves. If we have had a sad misfortune of being repeatedly abused or violated, then the process of learning to trust again can be a long and painful one. Unfortunately, as long as we have on the armor on them, we can never fully love. Receiving and giving love is part of our very essence and is needed for our survival and growth. To live without love or trust leads to cold and lonely existence, We all need someone we can trust and share our heart with. Begin to with yourself and with great spirit. Now is the time to surrender and release your doubts and anxieties to a higher purpose. If we can have faith and trust in Creator's greater plan, then we can begin the process of healing our wounds and gently over time exposing our true self to others. Look at the area of your life where you are holding back due to mistrust. Take the first steps by learning to love and accept yourself for who you really are. And here's your prayer. Help me, Creator, to surrender to the light of your love. Once I learn to love and value myself, I will be willing to accept into my life only that which is for my highest good. That is a perfect card for you, Libra. Awesome. Good news. Good news, Libra. Love to see it. You deserve it. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful month. Like and subscribe if you would. If you'd like a reading with me, there is a link below to my website. You just go to the services page. I have two options, a 90-minute or a 60-minute reading. If it's your first reading, I do like to have the extra time if you can afford to do that. Otherwise, an hour reading would be okay as well. If you would like to donate to my channel, there is a link below. If you would like to become a patron, patrons get this information a little bit earlier than anybody else. And I do some special things when I have the opportunity to do for my patrons. The more patrons I get, the more special things I'll be able to do. And that's kind of cool. Let's see, anything else? No, I don't think so. Thank you very much for your time. And I hope to see you again next month for the Taroscopes for the month of August. But until then, have fun, love yourself, be open, and you will find your heart's desire. Much love, everyone. Namaste.